she just told me that you organized this event and you're running for city council in the city of Philadelphia.
My race ended last year, actually.
Oh, okay.
We have 3 more years for the next city council.
So you're planning on running?
I don't plan anything. These kind of things happen.
Okay, so what seat were you running for, if you don't mind me asking?
City council?
I know, but which seat in particular?
Large.
At large, got you. So what were you running on? You're obviously here on the pro-Trump side.
Running as a Republican.
Yes. But what platforms for the city? What were you planning on doing for the city?
So basically, I'm from the former Soviet Union.
Okay.
So I'm pro-small business. Philadelphia has a huge issue with overtaxing small business owners, the middle class. We have a very small, narrow pool of people we can actually tax. So because we're a majority minority city, so what ends up happening is that we tax a select few, and they get demotivated and start moving their businesses elsewhere. So the number one thing was to be more pro-business, lower the taxes to invite industry and create jobs and create opportunities so we can fund schools.
How you doing?
Who are you?
That's Aaron. I'm Milton.
Why are you in my face, though?
My name's Jason.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm from Status Coup, an independent media outlet. Hello, FaceTime people. I don't know what any of that is. Hello. Sorry. So, were you always a Republican from Philadelphia, or did you start out as...
I was born in the Soviet Union. We lived in refugee camps before we came to America. When I was running, I was the first, as a Republican, I was the first immigrant to be running for office. That was actually fresh off the boat. So I've seen what communism and socialism has done, and when I felt the energy of my city, the city that I love, the city where this country was born, shifting to be more pro-socialism and communism, I felt that we needed a voice.
Do you feel like
We needed a minority such as myself to come out and say, listen, I've seen this before. Let's fix this. There are ways to fund healthcare and fund schools and create some sense of equality without turning it into something that it doesn't have to be.
Do you think socialism is a threat to America?
Absolutely, 100%. And I think what they call socialism is communism. And it's an ideology that hasn't worked ever before. It's a utopian ideology that doesn't work.
But America has socialist policies in place.
What socialist?
Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid.
But social policies are not the same as a whole socialist agenda. So I think what we're seeing now is far more left-leaning than anything before. It's one thing...
The New Deal?
Well, the New Deal, anything defunding the police, funding...
Well, Camden defunded their police and switched to like a community-organized task force, and their gun violence is going way down, and that's just right over the bridge.
So you think just one thing changed Camden? Camden was one of the most dangerous cities in America. It was a compound effort. It was people going to the communities, figuring out what their pain points were. It wasn't just, let's defund the police. It was a lot more involved than that.
Exactly. It was communities.
The police, it was coming together with the community, solving their basic needs.
But as a Trump supporter, you must understand that defund the police is kind of like make America great again. It's not literal. It stands for a broad.
But when there is a plan, we can talk about it, right? When there's
a lot of people have
comprehensive plan. All right, so defunding the police in a city like Philadelphia, what do you think that's going to do?
That would look like community organizers coming together. You allocate some of the mental services to some people. Allocate you just break it apart and.
I understand the ideology, but sometimes what we think sounds great in theory doesn't look the same in principle, right? So we need something that's been proven and shown. So if it's Camden that works and that's the model we want to use, then we go explore that. But we don't hold protests and we don't ruin buildings and say, oh, you ruined our lives, we will ruin buildings and it's just a building. I mean, there needs to be a mature conversation about anything and everything, right? Okay. I don't think these are left or right issues. These are human issues. And I think everybody wants to address them.
Okay, and what was your name one more time?
Irina.
Hope you enjoyed that last video. Hop on over to statuscoup.com where you can sign up for our email list and become a member for as low as $5 to $10 a month. Membership is how we grow. That's statuscoup.com/join. And remember, join our email list so we can grow the revolution with you.